that Director Comey sent this unprecedented letter shortly before the election when he doesn't even know what the information is. That's disturbing.
In fact, it's not just strange, it's unprecedented, and it is deeply troubling.
So with dozens of top Democrats taking the chance to attack Director Comey, it got some attention when the White House today said this.
The president believes that Director Comey is a man of integrity, he's a man of principle, and he's a man of good character. These are the traits that led the president to select him to be the director of the FBI, and these are tough questions. And so it's a good thing that he's a man of integrity and character to take them on.
Joining me now, Alan Dershowitz, Harvard Law Professor Emeritus and author of Electile Dysfunction, a guide for unaroused voters, and there are many of them. Professor, great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks.
So first, let me just get your take on Comey and whether he did the right thing.
Well, I think he is a man of integrity. I think the president got it exactly right. He's a man of great integrity, and he is going to be criticized, and he has been criticized by legal scholars, by Republicans, by a former attorney general. I think he did the right thing by making a statement. I think his statement was wrong. What he should have said is this: I don't know what's in these emails. I haven't seen them. The Fourth Amendment precludes any of us from looking at them. I'm going to look at them now. But don't infer anything. Don't change your vote based on my announcement. It is a technical announcement designed to inform Congress. But if anybody infers anything from the content of those emails, they are making a serious mistake. He should have said that. He should say it now, because he's been misunderstood.
We don't expect any statement from Director Comey at all between now and Election Day. And this whole process is going to take months to play out. And
let's remember, too, we all trust Comey. I do. He's a man of great integrity. But remember who the building is named after. J. Edgar Hoover. Would we want this precedent established by Comey to be employed by a J. Edgar Hoover in the future? Remember, anything the FBI director does becomes precedent. And what he's done poses a dangerous precedent by an FBI director who might actually want to put his thumb
I
on
trust
the scale
Comey as a recovering lawyer who's been told by lawyers with Republican and Democratic backgrounds for years that he's a straight shooter.
He is.
And that he calls them like he sees them, and irrespective of politics. Let's just talk about this, though. So let's just say she gets indicted, which is a far step away from where we are right now.
It's not going to happen.
But people are wondering how it would affect the election. If she gets indicted, let's say she wins on Tuesday, and then she gets indicted, can she still be president?
Yes, but let's turn it around. Let's assume she loses on Tuesday, and then on December 1st, Comey announces there's nothing in any of these mails. There's simply duplicates. He becomes the villain of the piece. He should not be having an impact either way. What I think happened is he saw that Hillary was so far ahead that he said to himself, let me err on the side of disclosing this. It's not going to change the election.
Oh, really?
Because I don't want to be criticized. Well, I think his own self-reputation entered. I don't want to be criticized by Trump after he loses the election. What he didn't realize is that his very statement could turn the election around, give it to Trump, and then if he finds nothing, he's in trouble. Let me tell you what else is wrong. The Clintons are handling this wrong. By criticizing him, they are putting unconscious pressure on him to find something. Because if, in fact, he finds nothing, he'll look terrible. So he's going to look very hard to find something.
She should act like she doesn't care. She should be like, yeah, it's fine.
Absolutely right. She should say, look, disclose everything, put it all out, but you never benefit from criticizing the director of the FBI.
Do you believe that Huma Abedin is just shocked to find 650,000 documents or emails on her home computer that she just allegedly didn't know about them?
I think both she and her lawyers had an obligation to check that and find that out when she got a subpoena to produce the information, was asked to produce it, and she and her lawyers said they produced everything. It was at least negligent for them not to have checked on a home computer that was her husband's and that easily could have been used for backups, especially she knew she used it to back up some material. So maybe she didn't know, but she should have known, and her lawyer should have known.
They basically say that if Hillary Clinton were elected on next Tuesday and then indicted and then convicted before inauguration, Tim Kaine would then be the president. If she gets indicted and not convicted until after the inauguration, there's really no question. It's not clear whether you can pardon yourself, but she's probably in the clear at that point.
She can't pardon herself. She's not going to be indicted. It's more likely that Trump will be indicted for his Trump University, for his relationships with Russia, for all of that.
He's not going to be indicted
of course
for any
not.
of that.
And that's my point. Neither of them are getting indicted. Nobody gets indicted for what they've done.
Maybe I'm getting it. Are you a twin? Am I?
No. Nobody's getting indicted for emails. You have to. You know, this is a new thing. Nobody knew how to deal with it. So I think that what I'm worried about is that the election could be influenced by what Comey said.
We're going to get into that in just a bit and take a look at what the polls are telling us on that front. Professor, always a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Maybe the Tea Party groups are going to get indicted. They usually are the ones who find themselves in the crosshairs, right? Okay.